here are all the ways that Londoners died in the year of our Lord 1671. Haven't done one of these for a while. We've got some new ones and some firm favourites. Here we go. Abortive and stillborn, 600. Not a good year for babies. Never is. Aged and bedridden. There were some questions about how old is aged, but in later ones it's anyone over the age of 60. Ague and fever, possibly malaria. Apoplexy and suddenly, might be a stroke. Bleeding, horrendously vague, something was bleeding. And speaking of bleeding, bloody flux, scouring and flux. That's going to be bloody diarrhoea. Burnt and scalded. Holy shitballs. 5 people were burnt and scalded to death. Bursted and ruptured. Something burst and ruptured. Oh. Calenture. That was a weird one. I had to look that one up. That's really interesting. That is a disease that primarily affected sailors. The word comes from the Latin word meaning hot. We get cauldron from that too. Apparently they would go completely bonkers and throw themselves overboard. So I don't know why somebody is dying of that in London in this year, but there you go. That's it. Cancer, gangrene and fistula. Wouldn't fancy any of them. Canker and thrush. Oh God, 76 people died of thrush. Childbed. Chrisms and infants, that's infants dying. Cold and cough, colic and wind. Oh God, 84 people died of wind. Consumption and tisic is a TB. Convulsions, that's, wow, 1,650. Something was making people convulse. Cut of the stone, this was someone cutting out a kidney stone or a bladder stone, it didn't go well. Devoured by lice. I just can't even imagine, but there you go. Dropsy and Tiffany, this is where something swelled up. Drowned, we know what that one is. Executed, falling sickness. Flocks and smallpox, found dead in the street, fantastically vague. French pox, syphilis. Gout, grief, or griping in the guts, which we now know is dysentery. Hanged and made away with themselves, oh guys. Headache, head mould shot, that was an infant when their head bones didn't fuse together properly. Jaundice. In pustume, that's a pus-filled infection. Killed by several accidents. I love that one. I've no idea what that would be. King's evil, that's scrofula. That's like an inflammation of the lymph nodes in your neck. Lethargy, lunatic, and distracted. Death by distraction. Measles, migraines, mother. Not quite sure about that one. Murdered, overlaid. That's babies being squished. Palsy is a type of paralysis. Plague, planet, just they died suddenly and they thought a planet was responsible. Quinsy is tonsillitis. Rickets, rising of the lights is something to do with your lungs. Your lungs were called lights. Scurvy, smothered. Sores, ulcers, broken, bruised limbs. Spleen, died of spleen. Spotted fever, stabbed, starved. Stopping of the stomach. Strangury was where you couldn't pass urine anymore. Surfeit, an excess of something. Swinepox, teeth, which we now know is babies. Vomiting and when? When?